in breaking news, apparently the Boy Scouts of America are now going to change their name. So we've reached the point in American society where it is just not tolerant enough for there to be things like Boy Scouts anymore. There's a famous clip of me online talking to a woman about transgenderism in which we're talking about the Boy Scouts, and she says, why shouldn't girls be allowed to be in the Boy Scouts, meaning why shouldn't girls who believe they're boys be allowed in the Boy Scouts? And I said, because it's called the Boy Scouts, right? That it's for boys. Well, now the Boy Scouts have changed their names. They've already been moving to the left on a bunch of social issues under pressure from various state governments. The state of California tried to remove the state tax-exempt status of the Boy Scouts of California if they had not actually allowed gay scoutmasters, for example. The Boy Scouts have become a much more secular organization, and they've begun admitting girls as well. According to the New York Post today, for 108 years, the Boy Scouts of America's flagship program has been known simply as the Boy Scouts. With girls soon entering the ranks, the group says that iconic name will change. Now, you may be asking yourself, why can't there be a Girl Scouts? Because there are Girl Scouts, and they sell me cookies. So what's the deal? Why does there have to be a Boy Scouts that allows girls? And the answer is because the left is so stupid and terrible that they believe that any such situation in which boys play only with boys must by its very nature be sexist and discriminatory. This is insanely dumb. Boys should be allowed to have groups with other boys. Girls should be allowed to have groups with other girls. And it is stupid to suggest that this is some form of nefarious discrimination. It's very important for males to bond with one another. Okay, and it's important for them to do so in the absence of females sometimes. The same thing is certainly true for women. Okay, there are lots of places in America where women get together and they are just with other women. Okay, as in every brunch ever. Okay, this happens a lot. And that's okay. It's good. It's important. People should be allowed to associate with the people they want to associate with in the United States of America. But the left has pressured the Boy Scouts so much that now they not only are admitting girls, they now are renaming themselves. Well, this comes along with a fair bit of irony because there's one group that's actually super ticked about this. The Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts are really mad that the Boy Scouts are now allowing girls. They're afraid that the Boy Scouts are going to suddenly have Girl Scout troops, and suddenly the Girl Scouts, which is an independent organization, will cease to exist. It will actually fall out of favor. The whole thing is really dumb. Chief Scout Executive Mike Serbaugh said many possibilities had been included. They've renamed the Boy Scouts program Scouts BSA, right, which really means Boy Scouts of America, but they're not going to use Boy Scouts of America anymore. The parent organization remains the Boy Scouts of America. The Cub Scouts keeps its title, but the Boy Scouts, the program for 11 to 17-year-olds, is now the Scouts BSA, and the organization has already started admitting girls into the Cub Scouts. Scouts BSA begins accepting girls next year. They say that now they are going to refer to themselves simply as Scouts rather than boy or girl or another modifier like that. The program for the older boys and girls will largely be divided along gender lines, with single-sex units pursuing the same types of activities, earning the same array of merit badges, and potentially having the same pathway to the coveted Eagle Scout Award. Now listen, we here in this office, we sign a lot of letters in congratulation for folks for becoming Eagle Scouts. It takes an enormous amount of time and effort to become an Eagle Scout. But Girl Scouts have a similar process, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't think that girls have to do exactly the same things as boys. And by the way, the Girl Scout awards are not, the merit badges are not cooking and sewing anymore. Okay, many of them are exactly the same merit badges as the Boy Scouts get. But this is the funny part again. Once you obliterate the distinction between the sexes, you end up destroying the feminists. Right? So the Girl Scout leaders say they are blindsided by the move. They're gearing up an aggressive campaign to recruit and retain girls as members. Among the initiatives is creation of numerous new badges that girls can earn, focusing on outdoor activities and on science, engineering, technology, and math. Okay, let me just be straight about this. Okay, the number of girls who are desperate to get merit badges in science, engineering, technology, and math just by choice is a lot lower than the number of girls who want to do all the other merit badges. You know how I know that? Because this has been true to every study ever done of science and technology preference among girls and boys. It does not say that girls aren't good at STEM stuff. It's just say that they don't prefer working in STEM fields. So if you're trying to attract girls to your ranks, it's kind of weird that you're going to do so by moving into areas where girls are least likely to want to participate. Listen, I'm fine with them offering these options. That's totally fine with me. But again, I think that the obliteration of sexual distinctions is really, really stupid. And not only that, it is from the left a fascistic matter. Okay, the attempt to break down cultural distinctions by the left in order to level all human beings into these sexless widgets is really counterproductive and really, really stupid. So that's pretty amazing stuff.